It is special, and it's great to be here to bring it to you right around Australia on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Spencer Leniu winding up. Power-packed opening set this. Tedesco linking in Savala, finding some space out right for Robert Toya. He gives it back to Nwanganitawasi, back to Savala, back to Tedesco. What about this for a start? The Roosters revelling in the energy of ANZAC Day. Sandon Smith kicking up out wide to the tall timber. Tupou knocked it on.
Well gone, Roosters.
And some aggression there from Tyrell Sloan. Sandon Smith in the line. Savala, Tedesco, great hands again. Tupou down the left-hand wing. Steps inside. And Sandon Smith with the first try on ANZAC Day, and the Roosters have come racing out of the blocks. The Dragons trying dearly to repel the Roosters' charge here. Valatai Holmes up and in defence. It's bounced away to the young gun. Sione Finau, he's charging. He's running out of legs, but he gets there. Radley for Smith. Sandon to Billy Smith. Billy from one side to the other. It was a pressure pass, but the outside Dragons defence have all come off the wing, and it's left a passage for Marky Mark. Little at the back. First receiver Flanagan. Oh, that dropped the first tackle.
What about the tackle here? Hugo Savala.
Look out! Nwanganitawasi sprinting down the touchline. Gutherson digging in for the chase. 3 Dragons come to put him down on the 20. The Dragons sprinting back. The Roosters looking to shift. They came up and cut off Sandon Smith. That went through the hands, and there was a penalty because they were offside. 14-6. Hand on that, and it's bounced back towards the Roosters, and Smith stands up, Gutherson, and points to the sky as he dashes away to score.
Okay, earlier in this set, it's Sanders' contact on Lachlan Ilias. Okay, it's direct contact, moderate force, on report in the bin.
Oh, the man who's been the standout performer so far is off to the sin bin for this.
Go the mark, mate.
Played that really well. So fast out of dummy half. Here's a chance. It's another great opportunity into the backfield. A dummy around by Steed. Steed sprints away to score on his ANZAC Day debut. What a try to the young fella. Well, he was watching Sandon Smith earlier. Flanagan, Leilua, Gutherson. Here's a chance around the corner. Val Holmes. Holmes trying to position his support. Gets it back. Kyle Flanagan is there. An immediate hit back from the Dragon. Savala playing on. Sandon Smith back on the field. They rushed in, and it opens up. He throws it on the boot. Savala trying to get through. It's a try to Teddy. He's got another ANZAC Day 4-pointer.
Beating the Dragons to the punch on the big plays. Bradley, here we go.
And again, and it's that man. What a day. Sandon Smith's pass out in front of Teddy. He couldn't cling on.
Dummy and go.
He didn't want to go to the well again.
Great scramble again.
Couchman holds him off. It's taken a Rooster hand. The referee missed it, but Sloan steps into open space and scores under the sticks. Have a Saturday night clash against the West Tigers. He's over for another one, Teddy.
You need all that Leichhardt spirit.
Radley, Teddy, he's got support. It goes away to Hugo Savala. What a moment for him. Oh, it's a carve up now. 46-18. A thrashing.
Trent, you've been a part of a number of these days and occasions. What did you enjoy most about the way the team performed in this win?
I thought we really enjoyed the week and honoured the week. You know, we got the history of the week, and then we started the game in the style that we sort of talked about. Some really clear intention from us about how we wanted to play, and I thought the boys nailed that straight away. And then obviously we had 9 guys that were doing it for the first time, so they'd been in the Roosters for a long time, those guys, but they'd also dreamed of this day, and to see them perform on this day is really good practice as well.
Teddy said on the field to me at full time, best game from Sandon Smith in tricolours. Would you agree? Yeah,
I really, right from the start, obviously he's got really good vision. And when I think, he obviously took off for that try. Did he score it? I think that first one ran through, and then when he grubber kicked, I think it ended up being a line dropout, but when he sort of played square, saw where Gutho was and took it on, he was in the right spot. His positioning was in the right spot. You could see he's got really good vision, and when he plays like that, he sees a lot. So it was, credit to him, and even to handle 10 minutes and then to come back on and continue that on, it didn't break the form, was really nice.
How did he handle the weeks? I think he was one of the 9 guys who hadn't played an ANZAC game before. I think 22 points, too shy of what Sam Walker got last year, and just made every moment his own.
Yeah. To be honest, we it's a funny one. You've got to build the week up because you want to honour it really, really well, but it's not about having a heaviness to it. So we did a few things this week. ADF yesterday, both New Zealand and the Australian teams came. That was really good, and we had one of the Special Forces guys that we've had for a while, Roosters guy, and we just did it in the right way, so it doesn't become a weight, and so therefore then it's just your individual prep, and it's a credit to Sandon that he individually prepped that way for that game.
Teddy, what's it like to see these young guys really starting to develop now? And Blake Steep obviously is another one who had a great game. Your halfback's like three games in.
Yeah, it's exciting. These guys are just getting their NRL career started, but they're getting better and better every week. That's the challenge of starting your NRL career, is being consistent and getting up for it every week. So obviously last week was disappointing how we performed against a top side, but the way the guys bounced back and handled a big week, I'm very proud of the guys, and we're still getting better. These guys are still building our connection. These halves have played together twice, that's a part of the challenge of being consistent and going after it week in, week out. But I'm really proud of the efforts today. It's not easy. First teams at that game, the crowd and the atmosphere, but they perform really well.
I was just going to say, Robbo, conversely, with so many young guys, but then you had to have experienced blokes like Victor back, Angus,
I think Brad's his best game this year. Gussie was exceptional today. His defence was really pressuring from the start. Actually, not a lot of ball went that side as much to start the game. And he had really good defensive pressure on that side, and then he turned it into play the ball speed for us, and he ended up playing that beast that he can play, and created many opportunities off the back of it. So those two were really good, and obviously Ted was special there in the support and the movements there. So it's always a balance between these middle tier leaders becoming the real senior guys in the team, and then these young guys playing for the first time. And so they're in the middle of working out how to do that, lead in the right way, and these guys are working out how to play NRL, and I would say month on month we've got better so far, and we've just got to keep on that trajectory.
Teddy, you go.
Robbo, in terms of, probably on a similar theme, but Hugo Savala, absolute rookie halfback, and he copped the shot, big shot that led to a try, but kept his gloves up. So how have you seen his development alongside Sandon there?
Yeah, he's really clear on his role as a half, which is good. So he knows what he needs to do. He defends. His defence was outstanding today, and so he built it on defence, kicking, and support, and that's a really nice base. And if you do that, you'll be in right positions. I felt like we ran our plays better today as well, those two. So I feel like he's got his pecking order right in how to build his game. And so, 3 games in, that's a nice game to have again. And there's lots of conversations going on every week, and then we've got to try and simplify it for them to play on the weekend, but we've got to learn fast, with halves that have played 2 games together.
How did you see Mark Tuase on the wing today? I think 160 metres in the first half, scores a try, and it's a new combination. I think they got the one try when you were down to 12, but defensively they seem to really hold up.
Yeah, Rob Toy is a very good player, and I thought Mark, he adapted well. He had to sort of get in the way. We probably had 1 or 2 errors there, but Mark's, there's a lot of busyness to his game. And so there's a lot of things that happen when he's on the field, as you can see, and that's keeps everyone on their toes. And he's a dangerous player, so we need to keep improving that combination.
Teddy Robbo said you supported well today. Glad you scored in the end when a few players chose not to pass it to you.
I told Gus that he kept going for intercepts and he kept so could have a couple more, but that's just the boys are playing some great footy. I think that was a theme for us. We wanted to get our supports up, and I felt like we had that. We made many breaks, created a lot of half breaks just from boys pushing through the line. So I was really happy with it, and that's what we keep building on week in, week out. Obviously got some great ball runners, but just keep pushing our supports, and opportunities will come off that.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Shane, given the occasion, the stage that you're on today, how disappointed are you in what the team put together?
Yeah, really disappointed, especially where we've been the last couple of weeks. Have been the solid football we can play, and we the first half just cooked us. We had 29% of possession at half time, and you hope that swings, and you hope that you've got some energy left to make it swing. But credit to them that they applied pressure, and we only had 29% of possession, and I could just tell at half time we were just looking for answers when we were a bit out on our feet. So and some of the things that we've been so good at is our tackle control and so on. We're just off today, so hopefully it's just one of those things that it's hard to maintain form, and we just didn't get it right today, especially in the first half.
Did they come with more energy than you to start that game?
Yeah, they ran harder and got field position and put up better kicks than us at the end. We were kicking from inside our 40, and I think we scored a try with only 3% of possession. But as I said, at half time with only 27% or 29% of possession, just killed us.
Are there better decisions that you could have made to swing that possession?
Yes, definitely. Yes, there was a couple of errors on tackle 1. Errors with the football not getting the kicks. So once again, that's self-inflicted, a lot of it. Some of it's well done to the Roosters, but some of it's definitely us.
There's a sin bin. You think maybe that's a moment that you can manage better, and they go down the other end and score?
Yep, without a doubt. We needed to we throw a ball to the ground there. Our skill has been good, and our execution on our edges has been good. But today, like on that occasion, the ball goes to ground, and then they go up the other end, and I think they kicked a penalty goal, scored a try, kicked a penalty goal, and we didn't have the ball while they were down to 12 men, so they handled it better than we did.
Just on that period, Cookie, how deflating was it? I think you made that line break to start the second half. Sandy goes to the bin. It looks like you have a bit of momentum, and then as Flano says, they then score the next 8 points and sort of put that lead out.
Yeah, it probably was a moment in the game where we could have handled it a lot better, and they did it really well. They controlled the game, and like Flano said, it's just been areas of our game that have been really good around ruck control, markers and stuff, and we just weren't at our best today. And simple game, we made it hard for ourselves. They ran harder and they tackled harder on a big occasion.